Noeline, 9 goals the difference this evening. It was a 10-goal difference in Melbourne. Just talk us how your assessment of the game this evening.
Yeah, I thought even though the goal difference looks how it does, there were moments I think that we were in the game. I thought there were improvements that we were able to exhibit out on court in comparison to test number 1. For example, I thought we did really well in our mid-court. We got onto the circle edge. When we did that, we were quite successful. And I thought there was a power of work that was done in our middies and the defence end. So we were able to get more turnovers than we did against match 1. And also we had 2 quarters where we actually either drew or were able to be better. So little incremental improvements, but still our ability to be disciplined in certain moments.
Let's talk about the injection of the lady sitting next to you, Grace. Just how impressed were you with the time that she did have on court and the impact she was able to make?
Yeah, look, Gracie's done an amazing job and something that she should be proud of. Her injury that she sustained in Netball World Cup, she's actually ahead of her time, and so her to be out there and do 2 quarters is massive. Showed in the books, I suppose, as to what she does and the firepower, but also how she pulls defenders on her. So it's a great start for her, and I think it's amazing the work that she's done.
Grace, have you had much time with Walmsley? Obviously, she's starting out in her career in this international stage. What sort of advice have you given and handed over to her, and any conversations that she can learn about being on this sort of stage?
Yeah, it's been really cool to have her in the mix, obviously being out and being on the sideline, seeing another, strong tall shooter come in there and be able to lift the team up has been really important for us. I think that balance of allowing her to just learn and really not have too much information thrown at her. We've got really, really experienced players in our team who have been able to support her. I'm just, there whenever she needs the friendly face. Any advice I can give her, I will. But it's been really awesome to see the way she's come into it with a really strong debut and really lifted our team when we needed that most.
Noeline, your assessment of Walmsley this evening? She looked a little bit more confident under the post. Obviously, that's going to get better and better with each game that she does have here.
Oh man, she's a 19-year-old. Sometimes I'll be knocking my knees if I was her. The thing that I really most enjoy about her is that she's a ultimate professional. She's a high performance athlete, so she's a template of that. Her ability to take on information is very fast. Physically, she's a beast as well, and she wants to learn and she wants to improve all the time. So she does a lot of work by herself, well supported by the others, but also she's quite tough. So it's just a start for her. I know there's areas that we all can improve on, but it's so exciting to see somebody that young, and every time she gets better.
How exciting is the fact that this series now heads across to New Zealand in front of a home crowd, and there's still a big opportunity for you guys to get on equal terms with the Diamonds. It's definitely not over. Yeah,
definitely not over. Look, we acknowledge the world champs, and they show their classiness all the time, and that's what we aspire to be like as a team. And every little step is a good step for us. So we go back to Invercargill out of all the places, from the bottom of the South Island nearly to the top of the North Island, and we'll enjoy the moment of being on home soil.
Speak to us about the impact that Grace has on the rest of the team in the way that she's able to lift the spirit of the others when she came on.
One of the things we realised at Netball World Cup, the presence of Gracie, not only on court but also off court. Obviously she's got the stature, she's got the size, she's got the physicality, and she's got the desire. We've got Amelia, who's 19, I don't know how old this girl is, but she's not too many years older than the other one, but I think the most thing that I can contribute to Gracie at the moment is her determination to get back from this injury and the hurt that she felt at Netball World Cup, and it was deep for her. So when she comes out on court, it lifts us all, and I think there's more that we can do in that space, and hopefully there's a lot of positives ahead of us.
Grace, that battle against Courtney Bruce, so much was made of it before the World Cup, and you guys possibly coming up against each other there. That obviously didn't happen, but you resumed that battle on court. Is it something you look forward to?
Yeah, it's always exciting playing the Aussies, and Courtney Bruce is the leader of that defensive end, and she's a world-class player, so any goal shooter who gets to go up against her, you can measure your game against her. I was really excited going into the World Cup. I felt like I was in great form and really wanted to show what I could do against her, and here I am also equally as excited. I know that I've missed out on some prep and I'm kind of on the back foot, but the focus has been on my rehab and coming back to hit the court, and now that I'm here, I'm just ready to, you know, tweak those little things and get that little bit better to really give her a good run.
And also ability of your middies to turn and feed seem to get better and better as the game wore on, and as they just got that little bit more time again with Grace.
Yeah, I think we are. I mean, I know the scoreline's like the scoreline, like, you know, it's right there, but I do see shifts, and I see our ability to either let the ball go or do what I call the grind to get on circle edge. Even the ability in regards to the combinations and the relationship, for example, between Maddie and Mila. You know, these things, when I think about, once again, the experience, we're very green in some of the areas in our whole midcourt and our shooting end. And these are the only things that you can learn on the job. So I do see little incremental improvements, which is really exciting, but also, once again, our discipline that we can't afford to lose 3 balls in a row against Aussie or any opponent. So these are the things we just got to keep stretching ourselves out and mentally stay in tune.
So your expectation for Thursday night?
Oh, look, we got to win. You know, I mean, it hasn't changed no matter what. And I think that's the most exciting thing about the Trans-Tasman battle between us and Australia. It's always there to win. Incremental improvements would be good. We're in the game, but then we're not in the game. So our consistency around that. But we've got to take it on. And to be home, we're looking forward to that.